He said, I'll make your life miserable.
Is that the reason you shot him today? Because of everything that you've been through with him? Because what?
I would never want her.
Meet Crybaby of the Year, Police Officer Yesenia Sanchez. Mere hours ago, Yesenia stalked, confronted, and shot her ex-lover, Officer Damian Cullen, leaving him for dead on his own front porch. And right now, she has absolutely no idea that Damian's own security cameras were recording everything, from her shooting him.
In this surveillance video, you can see Sanchez shoot him and he falls down.
To this deranged cop trying to make her escape, leaving behind nothing but a trail of destruction, a trail that detectives will unravel piece by piece, using the very same footage her victim recorded.
I can't. I try to cry and I can't cry over everything. I've literally had everything taken from me.
In the early morning hours of November 4th, 2022, police in Florida were called to the home of one of their own, Officer Damian Cullen, after receiving a 911 call from him. In the call, Damian told dispatch, "There's a woman here," but that's all he managed before a single gunshot silenced the line. Police rushed to the scene to find him lying in his driveway, bleeding from a single gunshot wound to the head. But miraculously, he was alive. He was rushed to the hospital, while some officers stayed behind to see if they could find out who had done this to their fellow officer. Using the security footage from Damian's front door camera, police were able to quickly discover who had shot him. His ex-girlfriend Yesenia Sanchez, a school police officer, who obviously didn't take her role of protect and serve too seriously. In the footage, she showed no mercy or hesitation and walked away as if nothing had happened. Police were able to track her down to her parents' home, just a few miles down the road, where she was taken into custody. And despite her training, she thinks she can somehow make the police believe the most ridiculous lie of all time.
We're here in reference to an incident that happened earlier this morning, Yesenia, that you were involved with another person. Can you tell us more or less what was it that happened today?
So,
Just take your time.
basically, it's just a different back to back, and like, it's been brutal with him, just alone trying to get my things in the warehouse.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but when you say with him, with who? Like, give us
Damon.
names because we don't know.
With Damon.
Okay.
Okay.
He's just changed from one day to the next, and like, he's always been abusive. He's always beat. I have pictures, I have videos of my face / my arm. Nobody ever knew. I have scars on my arm, on my face. Basically what happened yesterday was I went to my interview for PI, and then that afternoon I went to take my dog to get a haircut, actually. And I sent him a message asking him for, I needed to get like a tie thing.
Okay.
And I go to him, I need to get it for my police uniform, it's in the warehouse.
Okay.
Everything is no, and like the disrespect and the constant dismissing me, not caring.
You said from a police uniform?
Yeah, from my previous uniform, like for the academy, like
Okay.
the tie, the women.
Okay,
Like,
the women's tie,
yeah,
like the class.
yeah, the class.
Okay.
And I asked him, I was like, I'm going into the office, I need you to please give me the stuff. And it was like, no, everything is no with him.
Okay.
I haven't blocked out everything. Putting on social media, phone numbers. Like, it's, for me to reach out to him is a mission.
Okay.
Alone on its own. He denies me the property. He's like, I'm not gonna give it to you, I'm at work. So I said, okay, whenever you have the time. And I ordered it on Amazon. I was like, look, I'm gonna just order one on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. He cleaned the bank account. So he let me come and he wrote me my.
Well, you guys had a joint
We have
bank
a
account?
joint account
Okay. And your name's on?
on there.
Okay.
Both of them. They're in a joint account. So that's another thing. He's literally taking everything and my own belongings I can't even have it. So I was checking my emails when I got back home from the interview, and I tried to reach out to him. I tried to be nice and civil with him, and it's just like, I don't know, so much. Like, I know he cheated our entire relationship.
You what?
He cheated our entire relationship.
How long were you guys together?
7 years.
And you guys live together?
Yes.
How long?
We lived together. I moved in with him 2 years later.
2 years ago?
No, 2 years later. After,
Okay,
like,
so
2
you guys
years
were
into
dating for
the-
2 years and you moved in together
Yeah.
for what, another 5?
Yeah. pretty
When
much.
did you guys get separated?
Literally, probably 2 months ago, I just had.
Okay.
That's another thing. He literally abandoned me. He was like, "You're gonna have it, and I'm gonna pay it." I'm like, "I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be for his head of a kid. I'm not working."
Mm-hmm.
And I have it on text and everything too. It was like his way only.
Mm-hmm.
And I just so tired of it. And I'm getting emails, bank account going negative.
Mm-hmm.
I can't ask him for money. I'm not getting money. And
Were you working now, or you're trying to get hired by the PI?
I already got hired by them.
Okay.
And
Take time. So you're getting those emails from the bank and stuff like
they're
that?
getting emails from me, and that's how I know the sun passed. And he's using my car.
What do you mean your car?
That's my car. The Jeep belongs to me.
Which? I'm
The
sorry.
red Jeep that was parked there, that's my personal car.
Where? At his house?
Cherokee?
The Grand Cherokee.
That's yours?
That's mine.
Okay. Under
It's
your
not
name
on the
or-
contract. It's under my name only.
Okay, so it's only under your name.
Yeah, but I can't have the car. So it's
What-
like a
What do you
car.
mean you can't have?
I'm not allowed to use that car. That's why the car is there.
Okay.
And then that's how I know, like, he was doing things or somebody else was involved. I started getting, like, texts, too, randomly, that I addressed him, like, some girl just going, like, attacking me. And whenever I addressed him and I asked him, it was like, "Oh, it's nothing."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Attacking
like,
where?
attack me, just saying, like,
Well, how?
Like via text
messages?
or like?
yeah, like, me, like, "Oh, you're dumb," like, I'm like, shit like that. And I'm
this is
just
on
like,
your phone?
yeah, it's on my phone.
And it's text messages, not
It's a-
social media.
No.
Okay.
No.
It should be noted that there is absolutely no evidence that Damien was even remotely cruel or toxic to Yesenia. In fact, the only evidence that exists points to the opposite, that Yesenia was controlling, violent, and obsessive. Sometime before the shooting, Damien ended his relationship with Yesenia for good. Everyone who knew Damien, including his coworkers, was aware of that. But Yesenia still seems to think that they were exclusive with one another, or at least that Damien should have been with her. And again, though you'll hear Yesenia repeatedly make claims about the other woman, there is no evidence that there was one. Even if there was, Damien and Yesenia were no longer a couple and hadn't been for quite some time, meaning that any relationship he had was his own business. Not according to chronic victim Yesenia, however. And before we move forward, be sure to subscribe if you like watching killers like her get caught in their own lies. That's literally all we do here.
I don't know who the person is,
Okay.
but based on my sun pass, because the vehicle is registered to me,
Okay.
I can see all the locations. So there's somebody in West Palm,
Mm-hmm.
there's somebody in Hialeah Garden. I don't know who it is.
Okay. Why? Because the Jeep, the SunPass
Tracks.
tracks.
The actual, so the sun pass will track with the actual,
Like the tow by plate.
yeah, the tow by plate.
Okay.
Now today I get an email by Credit Karma
Okay.
to update my information on my vehicle.
Okay.
I didn't know Credit Karma actually tracks your car.
Okay.
So I see him, on the PDF, he's passing by my house and then going to somebody else's house right after. And he's not actually at work, so he's literally making my life impossible.
Mm-hmm.
He's not at work, I don't know with who it is or whatever it is.
But you saw him by your house, or it was just based on, I guess,
We have cameras in my house too.
Okay. But it's because of the SunPass thing.
It's because of the.
So SunPass has a PDF that like tracks like the whole car.
PDF. The PDF is so the SunPass tracks it when the tow by plate.
Got it.
But Credit Karma.
Okay.
You know how they have the loan, the credit card, and then there's an auto section.
Okay.
Where you go there to update your auto section. I had no idea they even had this.
Yeah.
You add the information, it gets the information directly from the DMV, registers the VIN number, and then it pops up a history of location maps of where the vehicle is literally gone.
Okay.
He passed by my house today.
Okay.
At what time?
I gotta look at the thing. I don't know.
Okay. And that was in the red Jeep?
Yeah. That was my car. He passed by Halloween night as well.
That one, sorry?
Halloween day.
Okay.
He passed by as well.
You saw him, or that's just off the Credit Karma thing and stuff
It's literally
like that?
off the report, and then just a SunPass when he gets off the Grammy.
Oh, got it.
There's really no reason for him to really come to my area.
Okay.
So I guess he's just like looking at me. I don't know.
Because you guys never like agreed to like meet up, or like you guys weren't talking.
Before we used to, no.
Yeah.
Yesenia was actually charged with stalking when she was taken into police custody. Not only did she track Damien through several accounts, but she had also installed a tracker on his vehicle, allowing her to see where her ex was at all times. Which is precisely how she knew where to find him that morning, as he walked to his car to go to work. At the time, Yesenia didn't have a job as a police officer any longer. Why? Well, because of a few charges she racked up, ones that you're about to hear her lie through her teeth about.
Basically, even though the reason why we don't even live together right now is because of financial situation.
Okay.
I don't know what was mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. To the point that I have my career and his career, and we're broke. My check went to everything.
Yeah.
We didn't go on vacation, we didn't do shit, we didn't take the kids anywhere. Like, it was, where's the money going? And when I questioned, I never got an answer.
Okay.
So it was kind of like, it escalated to that, the stress. Then the more arguing, the hitting, he hits me, and I'm the type of person, I'm like, back off away from me.
Okay.
And as much as I say it, it is what it is.
Are these incidents reported? So you have no reports for, like, you never called police?
No. I got arrested last time when I took off for it.
Okay.
When was that?
This was last year.
Last year? Okay.
I blamed myself. And I lied. And the cop knew about it.
Okay. But then you got out, I imagine, and you guys were still together.
Oh, we were still together.
Okay.
We were literally together.
And now when you said you separated like 2 months ago? Or you just moved out? You canceled the lease?
Yeah, we canceled the lease. We were living in Miami Lakes. We canceled the lease.
Okay.
To save money.
Yeah.
It was at his parents, that was on mine. But we still saw each other. We still hung out. We still did things. Like, we were together.
So you were still in a relationship?
Yeah, we were literally still in a relationship.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, I found out that I was pregnant September, like, it's on my calendar. I don't know, I think 9th or something.
No.
And then from that day, it was just like, he became like completely different. Like, he literally abandoned me. He's like, you're gonna have it, I'll pay you the money. I'm like, you're not gonna force me to have it.
Yeah.
Like, are you crazy?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, no, I need you to please take me to the clinic because you can't drive after the procedure. And it was in West Palm.
Okay.
What's it called? Women's.
It was in West Palm Beach, you said?
Yeah. I did come, so the farther.
Okay.
Privacy, so.
Yeah.
It's called Women's Center. I don't know, I have the information.
No, that's fine.
For that.
So that happens, and then.
That happens, and then it started becoming like disrespectful. Like the conversation, like he was like degrading me.
That's on text or phone?
That's on phone, text. I have voice recordings of him. And that's when he was like, oh, I'm not gonna call you no more, but then he'll call me, and then we'll meet up, everything is fine, and then it's like something would trigger him, and he'll like grab me or like aggressively.
Yeah.
And it just got like extremely worse from there. And then he just kept denying me, and I would tell him like, just be honest, like I'm not even trying to be in a relationship. I just want my stuff. Like I've literally had everything taken from me. I dealt with it, nobody knew anything about it. Nobody knew anything about it. You'll see me constantly in the summertime in my uniform with a long sleeve polo shirt to cover bruises. And no.
And you never told anyone?
I told one person, but I won't.
Okay. And then what happened?
It just started. It was impossible to get anything out of him. Like, I'm exhausted. Like, I can't. I try to cry and I can't cry. No, it's like, it's like.
And when was the last time you had seen him?
The last time I saw him was. What was it? The day before Halloween.
The day before Halloween? Like you guys were hanging out, like everything was.
It's like whatever. It's whatever's good for him, which I don't understand. It's like
Was that at his house or where was this at?
No, we went to a park, no media, because I didn't buy a media.
So that's where you guys would meet up and stuff.
Yeah, basically that's the one. He I guess he has a key to it or whatever. I don't know. One of those master keys or something. I don't know. So
why? Because the park was closed?
Yeah.
In September of 2021, Yesenia was arrested for domestic violence after an altercation where she threw a ceramic at him, punched him, scratched his face, and slashed his tires, just to put a little cherry on top of the psycho girlfriend cake. In addition, she made threats about harming herself in an effort to get Damien to stay with her. When police arrived, there was not a mark on Yesenia. Her belongings hadn't been destroyed. She had no bruises, no scratches, nothing. On the other hand, Damien was battered. Though Yesenia claims she took the blame for them, the reality is she was the one to blame. She just can't seem to accept that.
Late at night, I get a text. And I'm like, random numbers of the bashing. Like, oh, I'm with him, this and that, like, childish shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like...
So, like, somebody texting you that they're with him now and this and that?
Yeah, straight up, I'm with him now.
What time was that, more or less? That's on your phone, right?
That was... Yeah, it's on my phone. I actually sent it to him.
Okay.
It's on that texting app I have with him.
What is that texting app? Is that like WhatsApp?
No. It's like one of those temporary like download a number.
Okay.
Because I haven't blocked on everything. So
well, like a
specifically,
1020 app or like a Google?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Okay.
Because I haven't blocked on everything. So I'm like, this is important. I need my stuff for work.
Mm-hmm.
And so that started that night, and then I'm not paying attention to that. I'm checking my emails, and that's when I see the credit thing, because I took off the old vehicle that was on my Credit Karma.
Okay.
Was my daughter's father, and he passed away.
Okay.
So I was updating the information, but in updating that information, I see like there's a map history download that tells you like from this day to this day, like just a history of it.
Like where the car is? Yeah,
where the car is, from MapQuest.
Got it.
But then it also picks up the cell phone carrier. So if his phone is connected Bluetooth to the car, I guess whatever, it picks up the information. Okay. I had no idea. I found that shit out yesterday. Yeah. And I see between the SunPass and the
phone carrier?
The Credit Karma, that he's passing by the house. And he's at somebody's house in Hialeah Gardens. Okay. So I'm like, listen, I'm gonna go to the warehouse. I just need to get my stuff. He kept on with, I'm not at work. I'm at work. I go, you're not. You're at some house. Yeah. I go, I'm tired of it. my shit outside, but let me get my shit at this point. And I go to the warehouse, of course, he's not there. I pass by his parents' house, he's not there. And I'm like, I know.
At what time was it? Like more or less. Like early in the
No, this was late at night already.
Late at night?
Yeah, this was late at night.
After 12?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like I was late at night.
Okay.
So that happens, and I'm trying to get a hold of him. He's just like blocking me, and I'm like, sorry. He just didn't answer me. I'm driving around because I need my shift for work.
Yeah.
I was supposed to start working today, but then I canceled it.
No, it's okay. Take your time.
I'm exhausted.
No, I get it. Alright, so how you get to the house?
I went back home.
Okay.
I went back home. And then I went to go on my computer and I checked again my SunPass information. And then I see there's an update on the credit karma thing.
Okay.
And I see like somewhere like an address, but you can't really see it. It's just basically the street.
Okay.
It's a street and an avenue you see.
Okay.
What was that?
It was by like Lago Grande.
Okay.
It was literally that area.
Yeah.
And I'm like, makes sense. It's picking up the same area.
Okay.
So I drive around to see if I see the car. I didn't see anything. And I didn't find the car. I didn't find where he was at. And I'm like, he's probably out of work, home. And I'm overthinking myself. Like, I'm already like, there's no point to this anymore. Like, I'm just living my time. And gas.
Yesenia truly thinks police are going to believe that after a mistress supposedly texted her that she was sleeping with Damien, that she only wanted to go see him to get her stuff back, not to kill him or the mistress or for any other nefarious reason. And her story is about to get even more insane.
I got another text. And I'm parked there and I'm checking my email. Somebody jumps in the car with me.
While you were parked where?
While I was parked. Like literally on the side of the road.
Okay. On Oki? Okay.
It's a girl.
Okay.
She's like, he's home right now. He just left me. She's covered though. I don't know who she is.
What do you mean covered?
Like she was covered. She had like a mask on and she
like
had
a COVID mask or?
She had what do you call it? It's like
a bandana or?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I was out this shit and I'm like,
and then somebody jumped in.
Like literally here, the girl took a picture just because I had like scratches or something.
Okay. Had the gun to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside the car or outside?
No, she was inside the car.
Your car. Your dad's truck.
Yeah. She put the seat all the way back.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys saw the car or not. Like the seat was completely back. Okay. She's like, he just left for me. Drive. I'm like, I don't even know. So I was like, bro, I don't want nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
You don't stop bothering him. You keep asking for your shit. Drive. I'm like, so drive. I have any choice.
You drive to where?
To this man's house.
Okay. So the girl's in the car with you?
She was like all the way back.
While you drive to the parents' house? And then what happened?
Oh my God.
Where was he when you got out of the car?
He was in front of the sidewalk. And he kept walking away, and I was trying to get him to the car.
So he was standing on...
Well, not on the sidewalk. He was He was on the phone. He was like 911's on the phone, and I'm like, I don't care if they're on the phone. That's better for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens next?
Either she's gonna kill my daughter or what?
That what I'm saying?
Either she's gonna kill my daughter or I kill him.
She's telling you that. And is she out of the car as well?
No,
Okay,
she
so
doesn't know she was in the car.
okay.
I hopped to my parents. I'm calling my parents. Literally screaming, crying on the phone.
And she's in the car?
And she's trying to get out of the car, and I'm holding her.
Okay.
And then this car comes out of nowhere, slammed.
Okay, let's go back a little bit. You said that she tells you.
She told me this all prior.
Okay, so she told you probably either.
Exactly.
Okay, so she tells you either you kill him or I'm gonna kill your daughter, right? So what do?
I have my gun.
You what?
My gun in the safe.
Where do you have your gun?
In the safe lock.
In the car?
Yeah, in the lockbox though.
Okay.
I have it in the actual, like, the,
Okay.
where you.
Yeah, where you
Like
keep
the
it.
gun case that they
I had it in there.
So what happens? Do you get it?
Yeah, I grabbed it.
Okay. And what happens next?
Get out of the car. Do exactly what she told me.
And what is that? You what?
To shoot him in the head.
Okay, so
He's on the phone with 911. He's walking away.
He's walking away from
Do
me.
you tell him that somebody's in the car?
I'm trying to, but he won't look at me. If you look at it, he just turns like he didn't acknowledge me, period.
Okay.
so how many times do you shoot?
What? Like, it was what it was.
Did when you were there that you shot him that one time, did you see that you hit him?
No, I don't want to look. I don't want to look. I really didn't.
Did he say anything to you prior to that?
He just went on the phone and
He what?
I'm on the phone with 911.
He was. What did he tell 911?
He didn't say anything. He just said there's a female here.
Okay. And then immediately after that is when you shoot him?
Yes, and I didn't look. And I did.
When he says female,
He just said a female. He didn't specify.
Was he referring to you?
I don't know. I don't know if he was faking it. I don't know if maybe he was calling her. But I really don't know. I don't have access to his phone. I hope he wasn't faking it.
Okay.
That's honest.
So after the shot goes off, what do you do?
I get back in the car and I call my parents.
And the girl stood in the car,
She got out of the car with an accident occurred.
which was where?
Which was literally about, actually, she tried to throw herself out of the car like 5 blocks from my parents' house. Because I'm going out with her. Was when the car comes, hits me completely.
What type of car?
All I remember was a small, either like white car or something. I don't know if it was a Nissan, exactly what it is. They hauled ass. I banged the shit out of my head.
Okay.
And then my arms started freaking hurting. And I don't know if that car was like with her because she took off.
Okay.
And the car took off. And I was like,
She took off there?
yeah.
It goes without saying, perhaps, that this mistress didn't exist, and there was no evidence of the texts or the presence of anyone in her vehicle. In fact, the video shows Yesenia arriving and getting into a long verbal argument with Damien, who clearly looks fearful of her. She then pulls the gun and shoots him. Those aren't the actions of someone being forced to commit a heinous act, especially not a trained cop who had a gun in her possession. And on top of that ridiculous claim, Yesenia's made another that's refuted by the footage, that she was hit by another car when she fled the scene. In reality, Yesenia is seen on footage racing down the street, striking several cars in what investigators described as a path of destruction. That path ended with her car lodged against another, rendering it inoperable. After, she hops out and begins to run.
Hell yeah, I was home.
Okay.
I
So
was on the phone the entire time. I had my sister and my brother, like, they were all back to back. They've been on the phone with me while this process is going on.
so they must have heard the female.
They heard something going on. My dad was yelling. He's like,
What
¿Qué
were
está
you-
pasando? Like, he's just not listening to me. He's getting overwhelmed. And my sister wasn't listening to me either because it was like, the screaming between us and then me screaming at my family and them not listening to what I'm saying.
So who was the first person you called?
My dad.
And what do you tell him?
I told my dad I got crashed. They crashed into the car.
So you called him after the crash?
No, I come literally while I was in the car with the crash banging to get out of it.
Right, but I'm saying after you shot Damien, did you call your dad immediately?
Oh yeah,
after?
I called him immediately after.
Okay.
But he didn't answer. She knocked the phone down.
She knocked the phone down. Okay, so how do you get your phone back?
Shuffling, getting it on the floor.
Okay, so now you call him again?
Yeah,
Okay, now this time, what do you tell him?
he didn't answer.
Again.
He was sleeping.
Okay, makes sense. Do you keep calling him? Do you call your sister? How do you get in touch with him?
No, then he sees the calls. Honey, by that point,
Okay.
I'm calling my sister. I'm like, the car.
Did she
the person
answer?
got out, and my sister's like, what are you talking about? I couldn't get a with my family.
Okay.
It was impossible. I'm telling them, I shot him and this is going on. I literally just got crashed into. Got out of the car, this person left in this white car, and my family's not listening to me. They're just screaming at me.
Okay.
Instead of like just, and I'm like, shut up, let me explain it.
Yeah.
When you got out of the car at Damien's house, I'm gonna back up a little bit. You had the gun in your hand after you take it out of that case, or you had it on
No, I had it on me.
So you had a holster on?
I had my holster on, yeah.
Okay.
Because I was supposed to work there.
I got you.
So you took it out of the lockbox and then you put it in the holster and then you get out. Okay.
I don't normally carry my.
Carry it on the outside?
Yeah, that's my first time. I literally just got that.
Okay.
Yesterday I lose. I went to
And
lose.
she let you get the gun out of the box?
Yeah, she didn't touch me.
Okay. And you didn't think to maybe pop around at her or something since she had the gun? I mean, I know you're being held at gunpoint, but I'm just trying to figure out, like
Because my daughter, I was with my daughter.
What do you mean?
Because she told me, I'm gonna go get her. And unfortunately,
When did she tell you that?
while we're in the car, when she had the gun to me. And as a mom, I'm thinking first thing, she lost her father, her biological father.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, I'm gonna lose her.
No.
So,
Okay, so where do you put the gun once you get back in the car after the shooting?
I threw it.
You threw it where?
I don't know where I threw it. I think
In
I
the car?
threw it in the backseat.
Of the car. Okay. And then you're driving, struggling with her, crash happens. How do you get, because you said you go back home, right? After the accident?
Literally, I walked because I couldn't move the car.
Okay, so you walked?
Yeah, I walked.
You got the gun out of the car and everything like that? Or
We were throwing everything in my purse because everything was thrown everywhere. And I think somebody told me they found my wallet on the floor. I don't know.
Who told you?
There was an officer. I guess he's like, oh, I found her wallet on the floor.
Okay.
Because my bag was completely open. Everything spilled out.
Mm-hmm.
And just grabbed everything, threw it in the bag.
And then you walked home.
And I literally, on the phone with them, I'm like,
Your family?
Yeah.
Okay.
With my family, I'm sorry.
No, you're good, you're good.
On the phone with them, trying to explain to them, and they're listening. And by the time they got there, everybody showed up.
What do you mean, everybody?
The cops were there already.
Okay. So once you get home, what happens?
When I get home, I'm
Because
hysterical. I'm crying.
police isn't there yet.
No, I get home, I'm hysterical, I'm crying, and I'm trying to explain to my parents what's going on.
Okay.
And I'm just like bawling.
Mm.
I just remember throwing my stuff in the room.
Okay.
I was on the couch, my brother comes in. That's it, I was just freaking out crying.
Yeah.
Like, I was freaking out crying.
Mm.
Yesenia's parents actually called the police on her after she arrived at their house. After a lifetime of playing the victim, it seemed that Yesenia thought her parents would believe her. But they had actually been on the phone with her throughout the crashing of her car and the sobbing spell she had after shooting her ex. They knew their daughter was guilty, even if she wasn't ready to accept it yet.
Let me ask you this. You said when you go back in the car, you throw the gun, correct? So basically she's in the back seat, you gave her another gun? Did you think about that? Or you were just too...
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie and be like, I'm in the moment.
I know.
Yeah,
I get
of course.
it. I understand.
Yeah, especially after that.
You see, you never seen this girl before?
No.
Did her mask ever come down? Anything like that in the struggle? Was she white, black?
She was, she's a little tan.
Did she speak English or Spanish?
She spoke both.
So she
But-
talked to you in both?
Yeah. Mostly a little more roughy Spanish.
Okay. Saying what?
Just estúpida, like words like that.
Okay.
But just mostly cursing in Spanish.
Jasenia, did you ever live at that house where
Yes.
the incident happened? Did you ever live there?
Yes.
When?
Me and Damien lived there we didn't live there.
Okay.
We went there every single day to shower.
Okay, so you never stayed there, and like you didn't live there. You just used their shower.
Yeah, but this is prior to us, because we moved back from Naples.
Okay, so this is like years ago.
This was last year.
Okay.
So you guys had moved to Naples?
We moved to Naples, we built our house in Naples. And then he started getting stressed out, the driving, the store. By the time we got home, it was late as hell.
Yeah.
It's not the drive, because the drive is 50 minutes only.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact of he would literally bury himself in police work and the store.
Yeah.
We had no life. We were paying a beautiful house, like 4,000 square feet,
Mm-hmm.
3-car garage, everything. We built it
Yeah.
from the ground up.
I what ended up happening with the house?
We sold it and we lost a lot of money.
And then that's when you guys moved to Miami.
No, that's when we started living in the store and nobody knew. Me, my daughter, and him. Yeah. We lived in the store
How long did you guys live there?
for almost a year. And it got bad.
What do you mean?
Got more violent with him. And typically, of course, my daughter was never there. My kids were there every other weekend, but there's times that I had to hide from people.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at the store, people would look at me. My lip is busted, I put makeup on. I'm wearing freaking long black sleeves in the summertime under my polo.
Mm-hmm.
But to everybody, it's my attitude. Unfortunate. And I didn't say anything because if he's already hurting me, I can't imagine what he would do if I exposed it.
When you got to your house today, after the incident, did you still have your gun on the side, in your holster?
No, I didn't have my gun in my holster.
Okay, so where did you have it?
I threw it in my purse.
And you went inside the house?
Yeah, yeah. I threw it in my purse, and then I threw my purse in the bed, and I think it was in there. I'm hoping my daughter was there, so I'm thinking of it. But I didn't have it on me, like, because when everybody came, like, my brother was holding me down because I was freaking out, I was hyperventilating. And my dad screamed at me, and the officer came, so I know I didn't have it, because automatically they walked me outside. So I know that for a fact that I have it on me.
Did you use your phone to call police at any point?
No.
No?
My parents called. I was freaking out.
Okay. But like when this girl got in the car, or after the shooting, or anything like that?
No, because the phone, she knocked it down when I tried calling my dad.
What car do you drive? Not which one you were driving today. Which other car do you have? I know you said about the red car and the...
No, it's just my dad's truck, the Chevy. That's one that I've been driving because he doesn't let me have the Jeep.
And so you've been driving your dad's car?
Yeah. That car, he's been having that car there. He uses it because
Do you have a key to that?
And you don't have any keys?
he took the key away from me. Many times, please don't disrespect me. It's my
But the
car.
car's under your name,
It's under my name.
and you never called
And I told
police to
him,
get it back or anything like that?
I don't want any more issues in my life. It's already like, it's a secret.
Yeah.
And everybody just thinks it's me. But no, it's like, why is she that way? There's only one person that asked me that. And I'm like, open it up and I show them, they're like, I'm like, no. They're like, that's why you always cover it. Like,
And how come you never got to report it?
he said, I'll make your life miserable.
There's no evidence we were able to find that supports Yesenia or Damien being homeless at any point. Damien was an active, well-respected police officer with Miami-Dade for 17 years, and Yesenia was, well, employed for a bit as a school resource officer before she was arrested for domestic violence in 2021. As a result, she was forced to resign from her position.
Yesenia, let me ask you this. Is that the reason you shot him today?
The what?
Because of everything that you've been through with him?
No.
Okay.
I never wanted her.
Because what?
I never wanted her. That's my daughter's father.
Because what?
My daughter's father. Not her biological, but that's...
That you raised her pretty much since she was 5.
Okay.
And I've always thought I would never... And it sucks. Because I'm like, bro, you hurt me. And I would never do that to you.
Anything else?
Is there anything that we haven't gone over you think is important?
No, where's your phone?
On my parents. I didn't have anything
What type of phone
else.
you have?
It's an iPhone.
What? 12, 13?
No.
What color is it?
It's...
Do you have a cover on it? Like,
It's a black cover.
oh, like a regular solid black cover?
It's
Do you have any other firearms?
No.
That's the Glock 34 is the only one.
That's it. That's the only one. He has all the rest of the guns. He has it in the
But those are his
But those are
guns.
his, not yours.
Well, yeah, those are all his. The only one
So
I have is
you only have is
I only have that one. That's the one that I have. I'm sure there's more I can say, or like.
No, I mean, we just wanted you to be honest so you can explain your side of the story.
Even though I got my ass beat, I was not to the point where I said, if I do it for 7 years, why would I do that now?
I know, but I still have to ask you. You understand?
No, I know. It's just...
Ultimately, Damien managed to survive his injuries. However, he is confined to a wheelchair and has suffered a severe brain injury. At trial, his brother David spoke to Yesenia saying, "You will never expect, you will never truly know the pain you have caused us, the future that you are giving your daughter. You didn't care about your parents, you didn't care about your daughter. You didn't care about my parents, you didn't care about Damien, about his children. You are so selfish." Yesenia took a plea deal, pleading guilty to stalking and first-degree attempted murder. As a result, she was sentenced to 30 years in prison. After hearing her sentence, Damien told the Miami Herald, "It should have been more, but I'll take what I can get." Our thoughts are with Damien, his children, and his extended family, who have been forced to deal with such a devastating injury. If you enjoyed this video, please drop us a subscription. 85% of people watching this aren't subscribed, and it's the biggest favor you can do for us. It's free and keeps this channel alive. Check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.